to the Everyday Mom Challenge. Okay guys, today I want us to turn to 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 2 and 3. Pastor really was on point today, and he brought those scripture passages to the church's attention and really challenged us to be strong for the Lord and be a strong Christian that stands up for God's laws and just what is right. And when we left, every time we go to church, you know, I learned something new, or I brought in my perspective, or I'm just personally reflective. And of course, that's how we should be. And if you haven't found a church like that truly helps you to grow spiritually, we're not just there for the worship music. So find you a church, you know, where you can really be planted and rooted in the Word, because that just deepens your relationship with Christ. So one of the practices that I do is on the way home, we discuss with the family the major points of the sermon, our take on it, our thoughts on it. We explain it in fuller detail. We pull up things to substantiate, for real world applications for the kids to see. And I really challenge you to do that. Don't let the ride home be, what are we having for lunch? Let's go stop and eat somewhere. How about let's continue to feed our spirit and our family with the Word? And if those conversations, you know, need to be, you know, they need to be addressed, continue to address those throughout the week. What I love is that when I speak the Word with the children, and, you know, we speak the Word daily in conversations, anytime that I can find a way to weave in the Word, I'm doing it with the boys. And I will say this now, it's really just an awesome recognition of my pastor for just him being in that Word, in that spirit, very strong, because everything is always falls in alignment. And then when he brings up things and I go, oh, we talked about that, and it's just like just confirmation. It's just another voice of the Word. So we need those positive, strong male leaders for our family. So find that too in your churches. But when he was preaching today about King David's words to Solomon, as King David was about to pass on, he gave some wonderful directives for, you know, Solomon to be able to hold and grasp into his heart and help him, you know, walk the life that would be pleasing unto the Lord. And that be strong, that really hit me, because sometimes I say, maybe I skirt around discussing issues because I have a fear that it would not be something that is socially acceptable, or people, you know, may turn away. And then when he said, where are they going to run to? Hell number 1, hell number 2, hell number 3. And when he said that today, when Pastor said that, I was like, I've got to really stand up and be stronger in what I speak from the Lord. So it really put a personal challenge on my heart. And on the way home, we discussed abortion. That was one of the topics that was brought up in church. And I've pulled up the U.S. abortion clock. It's like, and it's just a devastating reminder of how many babies are being taken away from us. And when the clock kept pushing those numbers up and they were rising, I said, you know, there's an awareness here that our teens, you know, that they need to see, they need to talk about this. Do we talk about abortion with our teenagers? And do we talk about what it means, and do we talk about the consequences? And I know the birds and the bees conversations, they're so hard. They are very awkward, and honestly, they intimidated me at first. And my kids went through those kind of discussions through school programs and videos, and, you know, I sent my youngest, my 9-year-old, videos on what happens during puberty. And, you know, we're giving our teens all of these, you know, informational sessions and tools and you know, of how to be safe and all of that, but how about doing it God's way? Whatever happened to those kind of discussions? And why aren't we really being strong in that and saying, you know, sexual immorality is a severe problem, and it's so culturally accepted today that our youth can just run and go. And I'm like, wait a minute, where have we lost that? And people say, well, that's old-time religion. Everybody's very open today. Well, you know what? Maybe it's time to bring some of that old-time religion back. And I just really felt convicted today to challenge myself to be very explicit in my language with my children from this day forward. My children are not at, you know, in a dating scene. But I know that soon they'll be going off to college and they'll be going out into the workforce, and they'll be, you know, they'll be teenagers with jobs, and they'll be meeting all these different people, and they'll have temptations. And, you know, have I really talked to them about the consequences of sin? Have I talked to them fully about, you know, these choices that they can make with their bodies that then lead to other choices and other consequences, and what does this look like from A to B to C to Z? And no, I have not. So today that conversation was had, and I'm going to continue, like, when those opportunities present themselves, you know, we're going to say we can't stand up and accept Planned Parenthood. We can't accept that abortion is right. And we cannot vote for people or put people into office or put people on platforms that support abortion as a Christian. And that means that then scales need to be removed from people's eyes. They need to be stripped away of these, you know, false, like, teachings. Like, why doesn't this ever just really put out there? And why have we lost that ability to speak strong about issues with our families? If we can't teach our children the issues and the consequences of sin and what, you know, abortion is and how prevalent it is and how it is just a tool of the devil to just strip away just any sense of morality, and it's also the way out for those who make choices that they had, you know, no right to even begin with, to even discuss that, if they would have been following the precepts of, you know, staying pure and holding on to faithfulness of God. I'm like, you know, we gotta wake up, and it starts with us. So I challenge you to really just meditate over the verses and say, you know, how can we be strong for ourselves, for our children, and how can we make sure that they're following in the paths, you know, that God would want them to? How can? But first, we have to teach them what the Word says. I'm just heavy burdened about it, and I just needed to share it. I know it can be difficult to have conversations with our kids without them tuning us out. But my kids are extremely receptive because they're lovers of knowledge, and they want to know the truth. They want to know. They want to find out more. They're seeking those answers. And as a parent, and even when I was a single mom, you know, leading those discussions with them that were relevant to their spiritual development, it has to include the tough stuff. Because if we don't, then we're only giving them one piece of their, you know, their ways of living. And if we only tell them, you know, development, have integrity and be honest, and love your neighbor. You know, those are great precepts and principles. Of course we need to teach that. But if we don't start talking to them about sexual immorality and, you know, modesty and the way that we present ourselves and our bodies, and if we don't start talking to them now about purity, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna lead those discussions with our kids? Not TV, not radio, not internet, not YouTube. You know, they're getting those memes. That's not gonna do it. So we've got to be the strong leaders in our families. So it's kind of like time for me to step up a little more. It's time for all of us really to band together and say, we're under attack. And we're under attack politically, you know, for having strong conservative views about the world and about our Christian worldview. So we're under attack there, but we're also being attacked on our parenting. And maybe we have, you know, loosened the hold a little bit and, you know, just allowed the mainstream to come in even into our family lives, just creeping in little by little. And it's time for us to really ask God to guide and direct us and really put us on the path of righteousness and just holy living, and bring it back into our families. All right, guys. I want you guys to go check out this song that I love. It's called Hills and Valleys. I've put it on Song of the Day. That song just makes me happy. And when I really get heavy burdened, I turn to worship music to just really allow my spirit to just feel the words and just pray. And especially when I lose the words to say, but I'm really praying right now for families to step up and be strong and bold. No matter, you know, what the hills and valleys are in our family dynamics and our family lives, you know, we've got to keep, you know, focusing in on how God wants us to live and how God wants us to direct our children. So, blessings to you guys, and pray for me, and I'll be praying for you. I challenge you now, be strong. Bye.